Hey everyone, and welcome to the video. So today we're taking a look at the SN11RG soundbar. This is basically my Black Friday purchase, and whilst I already have the SL10YG, this was on so cheap that I just couldn't pass up the offer. So what we'll do is we'll just take a quick look at all of the stuff that you get with it. So there is the actual soundbar itself. I'll just get that out. Okay, and as you can see, the soundbar itself is going to be exactly the same size as my existing one. So what I'll do is I'll get everything unboxed, and then once I've got it all set up, I'll be doing a couple of comparison videos between the SL10YG and the SN11RG. Biggest difference is with this, the rear speaker kit. At the moment, I'm having to use a separate kit, SPK-8S. These are basically just single speakers, so they're just rear speakers. The biggest difference with this one is the fact that your rear speakers also have Atmos, so rather than being a 7.1.2, which is what my current system is, this will turn it into a 7.1.4. And basically the rear Atmos is the biggest thing that my system was actually lacking, where you get it towards the front of the room, but towards the back of the room, you're not really getting that Atmos effect in the same way. Also, I think just looking by the pictures and everything, the rear speakers are supposed to be a lot bigger than these ones as well. So hopefully the volume output and everything will be a lot better, because that's one complaint everybody has of the SPK-8S, which is it's not very loud. So unless you've got them really close, you don't really get any benefit in terms of sound output. The rears, they don't give off a lot. You have to be a lot closer to your rears than your fronts in order to get any type of 3D effect and rear surround from them. Okay, so with the top layer out of the way, as you can see, left hand side we don't really have anything. Center we've got our sub, and this will be our rear speakers. What I'll do is, I don't know if this comes out separate. I'm waiting to just get this out of the way, and then we should be able to get the sub out. The sub, once again, will be exactly the same as my existing one as well. So this is basically what it will be like. And apart from your rear speakers, everything else, I think output wise, in terms of the power, is exactly the same. So if we take a look at this one, obviously the output on this one is slightly greater, because this is actually including the rear speakers as part of the main soundbar kit. Whereas with mine, I believe it was 550, and then I think they're only about 125 watts. So obviously it's slightly down on power compared to this model, but it's more the soundstage and being more balanced. That's the main reason for me actually upgrading. And also obviously this one now supports EOC, whereas my SL10YG doesn't actually support EOC. Okay, so here we have everything unboxed. So as you can see, the two soundbars pretty much identical from the outside. So you have your top speakers, you have one on each side, you have a center setup just there, and then you have a left and a right, as well as individual tweeters as well. So I believe this one also has small horn tweeters as well, and it's similar thing with that one there as well. Let me see. And then the big difference is with your rears. So unlike the existing ones, rather than having just this one, which is your front firing speaker on both, you now have your Atmos angled speakers as well. You should just be able to see that through the grill, sorry. And then the soundbar, the subwoofer, as I say, that's pretty much identical. The only difference I can see straight away is that one's got the LG branding at the front, whereas this one, they've gone for a more subtle kind of LG logo just at the top. In terms of connections on the back, let me just flip this round. For your rear connections on both of your rear surrounds, you literally just have an AC in, and then on the subwoofer, very similar to the existing one. So I don't know if it gives you the power. So it's literally just an AC in, and then you have your port, your subwoofer port just there. So yeah, and yeah, from here you can actually see a little better in terms of the speaker array. So you have your single tweeter, and then you have like your normal woofer, and this obviously comes with a dedicated center channel and tweeter. Same for both, right channel, center, and then your left channel. And then let's see if we can get it, probably not from this angle, but it's basically you then have additional speaker on the left hand. Just there, you might be able to see it, yeah. So it doesn't look like the side speaker actually has any tweeter, unless they've added a smaller one. In terms of sizing, obviously it's pretty much identical to what's already there. Okay, so here you can see them back to back, and as you can see, size wise they're pretty much identical. What I'll do is I'll just bring it in here and we'll take a look at the ports. So what you do have is a 5-volt input, optical in, your HDMI out, which is EOC, HDMI in ×2. And then I don't know if I'm going to get, no, probably not. So yeah, that is the SN11RG full set.